All right, if there is one thing that upsets supporters of Israel, including many Jewish community leaders in this country, it's the push of settlements. Now, your own defense minister has said that the rate of settlements in very sensitive areas like East Jerusalem and the West Bank is faster than at any time since 2009. You're pushing ahead, and this is the one thing that makes supporters of Israel despair, including in this government.
I think that the settlements are an issue. I don't think they're the issue. I think the issue is the 100-year-old persistent refusal of the Palestinian leadership to recognize a Jewish state in any boundary. If that were removed, all these issues, including the issue of settlements, would be resolved. I do take issue with one other thing, since I can
take issue
say
away,
it.
yeah.
Well, see, I think the idea that Jews cannot live in Judea is crazy. I mean,
but this is at the moment this is Palestinian territory,
well,
and you are putting
it's disputed territory.
The UN says it's a flagrant violation of international law.
The UN also says that the UNESCO, vaunted organization, just said that the Jewish people have no connection to Jerusalem. Tell that to King Solomon and King David, 3,000 years of Jewish attachment. So I think the facts are different, but
What seems to be the facts? King David and King Solomon ruled the land of Israel. King David and King Solomon were Jewish. All the other kings of the land of Israel came out of Samaria. After Solomon, the country Israel got divided again as before Saul and David in Israel and Judah. So referring to two kings does not make Judah and Israel one. And what happened after that? The infiltration of Edomites in the high priest bloodline of Israel. Priest Simon II, grandson of Simon the Just, Ben Onias, was replaced by politics and called crazy. In 2 Maccabees is written how Jason bought priesthood for 316 talents of silver. The name Jason is a Greek name. He changed religion towards Greece. The son of Jason was called Hasmoneus. From him starts the Hasmonean dynasty. 5 generations later, Matthias of Modin, from the same bloodline, revolted against the Seleucid. It is called the Maccabean Revolt. Also out of the bloodline of the Hasmoneans was the grandmother of Jesus, Hannah, mother of Mary, and historian Flavius Josephus. Jesus was born in a time of contamination of the religious teachings by Edomites. Herodes was an Edomite. He ruled the Roman Judea. Then the biggest historical propaganda starts when Flavius Josephus writes historic in a way Edomites benefit, at the cost of Judaism and Christianity. He tried to combine Greek-Roman thinking with Jewish cult. That's called Hellenistic Judaism. Greek Palestine referred to an area which shows similarities with the later formed British Mandate of Palestine, who took it from the former Ottoman Empire. So till 1948, the Holy Land was mostly part of many empires, with the United Kingdom as the last empire. Then history went wrong. 1. Creating a national state, owned by Zionists, call it the home of the Jews, naming it Israel, mixing 3 or even more cults with religion and politics.
Compatibility between Judaism and Zionism. Many Jews believe, wrongly, that Zionism is either part of Judaism or is compatible with Judaism or is even the main part of Judaism. All of those are actually false. Zionism was created to negate Judaism. Zionism was created to replace Judaism. The differences between Zionism and Judaism are vast. They're vast and profound. The propaganda that the Zionists have churned out for the past 100 years have confused and conflated Zionism and Judaism such that when the average person walks down the street, he thinks that the state of Israel is the Jewish state, he thinks that Zionism is Judaism, and he doesn't know the difference. Look, the Zionist propaganda is everywhere. We live in a world where every day this message that has been deliberately promulgated by the Zionists is fed to us. Israel, Jewish state, Israel, Jews, Israel, the Jewish people, Israel protects the Jews. It's all bogus.
The question is it anti-Semitism? Here is a state that calls itself the state of the Jewish people. And you have a head of state who happens to be a maniac, and he goes around saying, I represent all of world Jewry. He said, when I'm going to Paris, he said, I'm representing all of world Jewry. When I'm going to the Congress to speak about the so-called threat from Iran, I'm representing all of world Jewry. So then you're going to fault people for taking him at his word? He's saying, when I say we should attack Iran, I'm representing all of world Jewry. When I say we should attack Iraq, I'm representing all of world Jewry. When I say we should attack Lebanon again, when I say we should attack Hamas again, or Gaza again, I'm representing all of world Jewry. So you have a maniac who claims to represent all of world Jewry, and then people take him at his word and think, okay, if he represents all of world Jewry, then Jews are a problem. That's the logical conclusion. So if there's anyone who's causing the problem, it's the state of Israel and its head of state who keep claiming that their murderous actions are in the name of world Jews. There's a simple way to solve the problem. Stop calling yourself the state of the Jewish people, because you're not. You're the state of Israel. And stop claiming that you represent all of world Jewry, because world Jewry did not vote you. Nobody gave you that title.
Then, in 1948, Zionists chose 4 holy cities, which seems more military strategic than religious. This gave them the opportunity to name the land after Israel.
What is the difference between Zionism and Judaism?
Zionism is political, Judaism is spiritual.
Okay. Are the two connected?
No. We try to connect them too much, and that's what causes problems,
Okay.
in my opinion.
ההבדל בין ציונות ויהדות, לפי דעתך.
ציונות ויהדות. ציונות זה קשור למדינת ישראל. יהדות זה קשור למי אתה.
אוקיי. אפשר להיות אחד ולא השני?
בטח. יש הרבה יהודים שחיים בחו"ל.
ההבדל בין יהדות וציונות.
אני מרגיש הבדל בין יהדות וציונות. ציונות זה שאתה אוהב את המדינה שלך, יהדות יותר את התורה שלך.
אוקיי.
אני אוהב את המדינה.
אוקיי. אז אתה מגדיר לעצמך ציוני.
ציוני, כן.
אוקיי. אתה מאמין?
יהודי ציוני.
יהודי ציוני.
שמע, אני עסק לא כשר, אבל יש בי איזה זיק של אמונה.
Sing salam, salam, salam.